Hello, welcome back to more Wingit Replay Review Analysis. This time we're doing more Advanced Wars by Web. We're doing Crossfire, Ring of Forest. This is a match me versus my buddy Seth again, the usual suspects. I'll be playing Drake, and my friend is playing Grit. We're going to quickly change out our nations, just so stuff looks a little better on the camera. I'm gonna move my Advanced mode thing. So Drake over here is naval units gain +1 movement and +25 defense. Air units lose 20% attack. All units are unaffected by rain, excluding sight. You do still get hurt by vision. Higher chance of rain during random weather. So Drake is the naval commander. His air units are not very good, so they still function. They're just not great. I believe Drake is actually buffed from Advanced Wars 2 for the by web play game. If I remember correctly, I forget exactly how much, but I believe he's buffed. I think he's like a 25% buff and like less damage penalty because of, and I remember in Advanced Wars, I think it's like minus 30% attack for his air units in actual Advanced Wars, which isn't very good. So anyways, Grit is indirects get +1 range and +20 attack. Direct units, excluding foot soldiers, because his infantry are not as weak anymore. That's an Advanced Wars 1 thing. Lose 20% attack. So Grid has a good indirect, so he wants to be the zoner. He wants to camp you out, just pump out the projectiles, all that good Jim Jam. And alright then, I guess let's get to the match. So I'm over here playing Gray Sky on the right, and Grit is over there playing Grit in the top left. Playing Blue Moon, I forget what, I think he usually plays the pink color, which doesn't really work with my overlay. Anyways, let's begin. This is a fine start. I'm doing just good, capturing a city and going for bases. Moving my black boat out. I think my idea with my black boat is, I think if I remember correctly, I wanted to try to rush this port to get it ready. Because that's the only thing that makes sense, because I can't come out here where I was just moving it to move it. But I could use it to boost onto the mountain, which would have been pretty good. Pretty average capture run. Don't see anything too criminal here. Yep, going out. Cool. So I decided to go a little slower and step on the mountain, which it makes it's not the worst idea. I won't say it matters too much in the long run, but yeah. Yeah, I am rushing for that thing. I think we're also doing high funds. Yeah, this is definitely high funds as well, which is pretty good for me. Which is not good for Grit. I don't actually know that time when I made that, and we didn't know this at the time. That Grit does not like high funds. We thought Grit would have been pretty good in high funds because he can make rockets and junk, but the opponent can make way better units than you. So this is way better for Drake in this mode because Drake actually really loves high funds because he can actually afford his damn naval units. Mount, and we got the first Grit artillery. I think if I remember, I forgot to hit record. Oh well, I'll cut this in later. We'll grab it later off the recording. I should probably leave myself a note to do that anyways, but eh. Actually, I don't think this match actually has a proper conclusion the more I think about it. Medium tank, yep. We'll see, because I think this is one where we timed out, unfortunately, so I'm just kind of doing this a little bit just for fun. Might not be a full video, we'll see how things go. More recons and artillery. We got triple artillery out there, but I have a medium tank, which isn't very good versus Grit, honestly. You kind of want to skip the mediums and just go straight for the Neos. Go right for the jugular. Capture the seaport, so I think I'm double tank, fair enough. Because I remembered I'm fighting Grit. Hey, you don't need to be using medium tanks, really. You need to be using Neos and tanks, because you want those fast units. Early capture stuff still going pretty good. Grit's artilleries are slowly moving out. Moving forward, capture, recon. Infantry, move my black boat up. I think my goal for the game was I want to like move like an army of like 2 battleships, a submarine, and a black boat with some infantry up here. Just try to like get like a pincer maneuver up here, because if I get like parked up here, because I think once I get the range in a second, I'll show you the battleship's range. And I'm thinking I can park my battleship right here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I could base lock this base, which would be very funny. He's got so many Rikis. Getting freaky on me. Infantry, infantry, infantry. What are you building? Nothing yet. He's saving for something big. Is he going to build a battleship? Or is he going to try to get, like, multiple rockets? Because that feels weird for Grit. Especially in high funds to, like, not print out more artillery and rockets. Because really, that's one of the best things Grit has, is the frickin' artillery and rockets. Because his artilleries are so cheap, but have such good range. Tank, infantry, infantry, nothing else. I'm surprised I didn't build a second black boat to help refill my black boat. But I guess I am going to take it right back to that harbor over there. What? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, he had to go that way. That just looks so goofy. From that detour all the way over there to make progress. I don't know what this black boat's doing. There's nothing in it. What is it doing? So we should be getting into combat any moment now. Moving forward. And we got the almighty Drake battleship. Ah. Move my vehicles out. Rocket. Going for a nice shot on that recon. Thankfully, his artillery was not in range to cover it, so then I get a free shot. Because he has nothing to stop these tanks, because they're too fast. Too furious, and too soon. Riki, infantry, infantry, move my black boat back so he'll heal up. Figure out capture the airport anyways, even if Drake's air units aren't the best. The black boat's in a position, it's not going to do anything in a position, but it's there. I wonder if we thought the black boat could, like, do something interesting. Oh, hey, look, he finds my medium tank, which really sucks, because that's going to be a nice, easy shot with Grit right there. Oof. Doesn't need to be a Grit shot, too. He can just get the shot. Ugh. What? 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 I couldn't see him, though. I guess he doesn't know that I don't have a recon over here, so he's thinking, oh, he can see my artillery. I gotta move it out of the way. But, like, no, I couldn't see your artillery at all, so what the hell? The classic set APC, you gotta love it. We're capturing, figure let me go take out that infantry for a bunch of damage. Which is really dumb, even because I didn't have vision, but still, there's artillery around, asshole! But I guess hindsight's 20/20. Because I didn't have eyes, and it's like, oh shit, there's artillery. There goes my medium tank, and it's like, but then I forgot and didn't realize there's a second here. There goes my regular tank or my full medium tank. That just sucks. Life is pain. The battleship brigade is moving out. Love to see it, except my poor black boat can't restore its freaking gas. Oh, we're pushing it to the limit. Push it to the limit. Push it to the limit. Riki violence. Actually, I could just be an a-hole. We could zoom in on this in the actual recording now, because I don't have to worry, because I'm already green screening out my stuff. Because this doesn't require me to zoom to do any actual green screening later. I get to be lazy! Okay. Probably shouldn't have been streaming this early in the day, but whatever. Such is life. I love the snaps in Grit's theme. It looks a little better. I was just realizing, oh hey, y'all probably can't see that super well. Oof. Oof. My poor medium tank. But that gets me halfway to a squall. I'll turn this off for now. It just becomes a tiny little thing. What they moving out? It just sucks. But like I said, I'm getting there almost to a full squall, almost halfway there, which would be pretty good. I was kind of thinking, I don't know why this is my thought process of like, let's use the fucking fuel drain on Grit. The problem is Grit's using artillery. Grit doesn't need to move. He just gets his stuff in a spot and he can chill there. Now, this can really affect the rockets, I'm predicting, a lot more than it's going to affect the artillery, but still. That's a very needlessly stupid thing to do. Running his recon out of there to get some extra intel. Captures, kill the 2 HP infantry and murder him in cold bullet. Shoot the artillery, because it's well worth it. Move my battleship into range to start getting into work soon. Finally restore my black boat, so I figured since I'm restoring my black boat, I could be a little cheaper on some of my other units. Built a transport copter, because transport copters are really worth it here. Decent shot with my infantry, moving my infantry up. My tank taking out that recon, no longer getting his freak on. This black boat's gonna drown, I feel. God, Grit artillery is so much range, and he does have a sniper attack ready, which is concerning, but such is life in the zone. Shoot him! I was gonna go try and shoot his fucking lander with my infantry, which is very silly, which doesn't work. Surprised he's still not capturing that harbor, because he's gonna let that black boat, I guess, just die? Seems questionable, but eh. Joe, from downtown! That artillery strike! The rocket strike. Poof! Is that max range? That was max range. Ah! Snap attack! That seems wasteful. Why? Like, why? To... It just seems like a waste. It's a very bad snipe attack. But that could just be me. I am in a pretty good unit lead because I've been getting some couple of early kills, which have been nice. That tank's dead as a Dornell. I foolishly walked forward with it. What was I doing next? Capture, shoot. My battleship kind of chill over here and just start gunning stuff down, which really I should have been continuing the battleship's quest to get up here. To base lock this stuff. Zoom in, take a risk, shoot, get a nice shot of that artillery, which is worth it because if Grit has a tougher time getting his units in position, so I can afford to waste a $7,000 tank on a 6,000 artillery. Which, while the numbers don't add up, the terms of time investment it takes to get Grit in those spots is well worth it, because I can get my spots way faster than Grit. Build an anti-air preemptively because I'm expecting Grit bombers and battlecopters. Triple anti-air, what the fuck? Okay, Gino. From downtown, it's the rockets. Gotta love the rocket power. Bad spot for that mech because it's just kind of going to get shot immediately. It takes a shot and combines. Not a terrible option. Get a decent level artillery on that because my tank's gone. Anti-air doesn't see me because I'm in the forest. My poor tank! And my infantry. Price for the luck kill. Ah! Missed it. Unfortunate. I still wish I could use the... What's it called? What is it called? Damage calculator. I'm the replay viewer real easy, but I can't. Because I was curious, like, how close did that hit? So funny enough, we both build battlecopters at the same time, but I'm investing a ton of money into my battleships. Typhoon! You know, if I was smart, I could set up all my junk to put the Advance Wars Reboot Camp power themes. I probably will do that at some point later. But that's going to be a lot of work for stream. I got to make like a proper Advance Wars streaming setup scene for this. Move forward in the fall in the shadows because I figured, hey, let's take advantage of Grit's inability to really see super well in the fog. And also the inability to see because of the rain, making it more better fog of war. Because this is fog of war and high fonts. This is not a good time for Grit. I'm sorry. Why? Goof, what are you doing? I think we're to go. Who's down his comm tower capture? Fucking rockets. They go so far, it's not fair. This black boat is sunk. Yep, it sinks next turn. Cool. Moves APC into range, although nothing's really arranged to shoot at me. And Echo. Yeah, how you doing? They're moving the medium tanks out. Shot, not best, but now he gets a little more vision, but see, I can see these two artilleries, and I think my battleship gets a nice crack-a-lack at that. Take down that mech, not too bad. Riki getting freaky on the artillery and getting some intel, but unfortunately that Riki's not going to see another day. He will no longer be getting freaky. Yeah, battleship shot, I love it. I assume stream stuff looks good. I eventually want to make a proper Advance Wars setup at some point for stream, but I was like, I can use this one, I guess, but eh. I like my normal setup for now. Moving in front of my battleship, take a silly pot shot on that, fair enough. Figure, let's throw some units into the grinder a little bit, let's build up some squall! Not a fan of this. Like, on the road, really, I should have probably even... Well, it's still not great. Either one looks fine. Either one's fine, but I don't like it. I shouldn't be leaving my units on roads. Quite like it. Fair enough. Why? What was my game plan here, moving it over this way? Like, what was I doing? I'm trying to get this in range to go gun down this lander, shoot it down in the streets, and then I'm moving it back. What the fuck was my plan here? Like, I should know there's nothing here. I already have my battleship covering most of the area. Ah, I hate past Wingit. Wingit in general. Look at this a-hole. Playing terribly. Still not using his damn brain. Till I get... Till at some point, one of these months, I'm gonna eventually sit down and focus on just playing Advance Wars as my side game, instead of, like, my other, like, billion fighting games. Like, okay, what other fighting game am I playing today? Like a TFH thing, like, just make it just Advance Wars and actually try to properly improve. More medium tanks rolling out. What a worthless combined. It's so pointless to combine two 1 HP infantry, I feel. Like, it does not... What a luck roll. Like, look at this. Pow. Oh, that's terrible. Riki moving on out. I definitely have unit lead, but what do we got for units? 74 recons versus my 0 recons. I need more Rikis. I've been killing off my Rikis. They've been getting too freaky as of late. Yeah, my vision is good, but I'm also a lot more spread out around the map. Like, look at his vision. He's very much pinned to this little corner, but then again, it's also grit. That just makes him easier to shoot you. So, we'll see how things go. Get some vision. Is that really all I had range for this? Aw, that's kind of sad. Wait, did it just unload? Say his unit's no longer in there? That's funny. Please tell me I go up with the infantry and just murk that APC. Please do it, Wingit. It'd be funny, I swear. Take a little shot at my 1 HP tank because it's there. Transport's moving on out. Bomber's moving out. The legendary minus 20% bomber. Yeah! Did that go down by... Oh, they won. Okay. Fair enough. Move my 1 HP unit back to heal. It's an infantry, so... It's not the biggest drain on my income, so it's not the worst thing. 2 kills. Sorry, vibing out the Justice theme for a little bit. Taking some shots. I'm definitely pushing a lot harder up here, which isn't the best because all his indirects are up here, and I should know this. So in reality, what I should be doing is moving more of my push down this way, and just taking up these areas and make it a north versus south battle. So, well, I guess it still is a north versus south battle, but it's more like dividing this like diagonal line. So I should just like focus on just pinning in on this area. Also captured this. Well, not the worst. That's getting my transport copter something new. Never mind, that's fine there. It's going okay. Although I need to get my sub in there. Honestly, I don't know why my sub's dived already. It really doesn't need to be dived right now, because nothing he has is going to see it, really. And even if he does get a... somehow gets a infiltration Riki over here to, like, nose in on what the hell I'm doing over here, it's not going to be able to do anything about the submarine for a while. Now, granted, they can build their cruiser or whatever in defense, but the problem is Grit's cruisers aren't super great. I don't actually know. How much do they do to a Drake submarine? I can't imagine a whole lot. Like, if I slap Grit in the damage calculator over here, off camera, and I slap Drake over here in the damage calculator, we pick a submarine on Drake, and a cruiser on Grit. Doesn't really matter, we'll just put them both on standard water terrain, no powers, calculate. So it does about 50%. That's not that bad. Now granted, it does still hurt, but that isn't the biggest concern in the world, because it also takes money away from Grit's indirect funds that he wants. So if I can take money away from his indirect funds and make him do things he doesn't want to do, that's kind of what you need to do, that I understand you need to do versus Grit. You need to make him do things he doesn't want to do. He wants to just build up his artillery, build his ball, and move forward. So you need to make him have to buy these other unit types that he doesn't want to buy. Which I've definitely been making that error here. Because I've kind of just been letting him build what he wants. Because I'm kind of pulling everything in over here. Now granted, this battlecopter gonna cause him some trouble, except he has a battlecopter over here. Never mind, I'm a fool, I forgot. I know nothing. I play the role of the silly clown. There we go, finally taking some pot shots on this thing, but I'm not getting it. There's artillery here. There's several artillery here. I don't know why I was so determined to try to steal this thing, but... And it's time for Javier's theme, time to sound like panic in the air. Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing over here, Battleship? Get your happy arse back up top here and help continue building the kill wall. The stealth mission must continue. The base lock has to happen. It would be funny. I guess I was thinking I could go over this bridge or like come in here, but what's the point of coming in here with a battleship? There's no point. What's the point of going this way? I guess, like, again, I was thinking I could go through the bridges, I guess. I'm like, try to pin all the way around. Take this giant journey. 7 parts map too. Yeah, that's fair. Just take this giant fucking path. What was I thinking there? I clearly wasn't. That is what I was thinking. I clearly wasn't. I am mad at myself. Because, like, I know better. That's the one thing I'm gonna get so mad at myself in replay review time. This is why I haven't done a fighting game review one in a while. Because I know I'm just gonna get pissed at myself for doing stupid shit. And the missiles! The almighty grit missiles! Yes! Ah, my favorite meme. Though I say that, like, Grit doesn't make excellent use of missiles. Really, he's one of, like, the only commanders I expect to build missiles, because it just makes sense. He has the better missiles in the game. I guess Colin is also a pretty good missile contender, but eh. I got no rekeys. My push-up here is kind of puttering out, which kind of sucks, but then again, my battleships, this is kind of just to let my battleships get set up, kind of was the idea, I think. I think I'm finally starting to move some more value over here to this side of the map. But yeah, I need some more recons because I need some intel. I don't have, like, much intel just through my tanks. So I'm kind of swinging blind in a forest. He does reopen up access to his battlecopter there, which I think my battlecopter's... Actually, no, both the battlecopters are crap. Never mind, I forgot. We're just gonna see just a pillow fight. A pillow fight's happening. Submarine in there for vision. We just gunned down that infantry because it's funny, although I should have moved forward, honestly. It would have made more sense. Sunk the lander on the base. Not bad. Interesting. I avoid the battlecopter. That's questionable at best. Ill-advised at most. What? Wait. What? How can I shoot at this? What? I shouldn't be allowed to shoot at that. How did I get this shot? Like, real talk, how did I get this shot? Because I have nothing around it to show me vision of it. No, is at 10. What the fuck? How? Like, how did I get that shot? I have nothing to show me there. That doesn't make any sense. This is a waste of time. What are you doing? Unless it messed up the order in the replay. I doubt it, though. That doesn't make any sense. Because how did I get this shot on this recon? Like, how could I can't see the recon. But the copter isn't next to it. Because forest, isn't it, like, adjacent to it? I don't think diagonals count, does it? Because this is diagonal. Yeah, it's not showing it diagonal to me. So, like, I shouldn't be allowed to get this shot. But I get that shot anyways. Because this battleship doesn't shoot it. It's not in range. Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I'm like, what? That's fair. I do have the game a little small up there. I genuinely don't know how I got that shot. I'm kind of curious to go put this replay back into Advance Wars by Web and see what happens. Because it could just be the replay viewer being a little funky, because I do later move my anti-air in range to see this thing. Which would make sense, because then my anti-air is able to give me vision, so then now I can shoot it? I feel like that's a replay bug slightly, but if it's not, I'm very interested in how I got that, because we're also playing, yeah, we're playing Fog. So I don't know how we got that shot. Because, like, this would make sense, but the order is just wrong. And that's the first I've ever heard of, like, something like that happening. Moving out to the glory of Sensei's theme. Let's go. Sorry for harping on that so long for, like, the video and junk people, but, like, I'm just very confused of how I got shot. And then said timed out, unfortunately. Which means we never get to see the ending to this match, and that makes me a little sad, but it was fun enough to watch, especially for this moment right here. Like, how? Wait, what? The fuck? That explains it! That fucking explains it! This tank teleports! Like, no, look! It freaking teleports! You just go next turn, it sets turn, and then it just teleports right where it was. That explains the shot! Okay! We figured it out, I'm happy.